I knew this was going to be a challenging book, but I didn't know that it could potentially threaten my life. Freaky, scary. I mean, the Jodi Arias vortex is big and it's getting bigger, and it's sweeping a lot of people into that vortex. Apparently, there's this man who was infatuated with Jodi Arias who didn't like things that I was saying and came after me, or wanted to, me and Nancy, and thank God he's under arrest. Whew, right? I was sitting in court watching her spew her lies, blaming a guy who isn't here to defend himself because she murdered him. And I said, you know what? Let's tell the truth. Let's get to the heart of it. Let's dig up what really happened. And Exposed does show what really went down. What I did was I just started talking to some of Travis's friends and people who knew Jodi from childhood, and what emerged was this incredibly different picture. I mean, this is the woman we saw in court. This is the woman that emerged in Exposed, a woman who is totally different from the woman on the stand. The biggest thing that I found out that didn't come up in the trial is that Jodi Arias had stalked another boyfriend before, many years before, in pretty much the exact same way that she stalked Travis Alexander and terrorized Travis. She got jealous, then she engaged in espionage, going through his private communications. Then they had a big fight, and she crosses state lines to live next to him, go right next to him, just like she did with Travis. And then she started dating another man in his inner circle, which is exactly what she did with Travis. Remember, after she kills him, she goes up to Utah and makes out with another guy who's a Mormon who's working at the same company. She is mentally ill, but that's no excuse. Yes, she has borderline personality disorder. A lot of people do, and they get medicated, they get treatment, they get help. She chose to make really negative choices throughout her life. She engaged in magical thinking. She thought if she could just think of something, she could manifest it. And that's lazy thinking at the end of the day. So she buys a house she can't afford, then it goes into foreclosure. She puts the mortgage payments on her credit card bills. She becomes a complete mess. I mean, there's a lesson here. She was looking for a knight in shining armor to rescue her from her mess of a life. Her house had gone into foreclosure. She was in desperate financial straits, deep in debt, desperate to get married. She wanted somebody to take care of her. And she picked Travis, and he said no thanks, and she killed him.
Thank you for watching Extra on YouTube.
And for 24/7 updates on celebrity news, subscribe to our channel here, like us on Facebook here, or follow us on Twitter here.
And if you want your voice heard, leave a comment below.
Where?
Right there.